If I'm able to keep up with what I produce today, it's a good likelihood I can stick to making somewhere around another $36,000 this year, just an incentive on top of my salary and my benefits pay. Honestly, I'm striving for significantly more, but kind of sticking to the moderation of, the days that I'm going to get to work, the clientele that I'm going to get to see, a lot of which I don't necessarily get to control, and making the most out of each interaction. It's quite possible I'll be making $100 to $150 additional to my salary and incentives on a daily basis. Some days it's going to be absolutely zero. Some days it's going to be significantly more. Today, I closed out on an investment deal that I kind of explained in a previous video. This was like a smaller one, but I'm able to get paid for helping clients invest on online accounts. So it's not necessarily a situation where they had enough balances to like sit with an advisor and us do that type of ordeal. This client had about $30,000 in excess funds that they came to me, set an appointment up and was like, look, I need to start doing something else with this money. Did some, suitability, did some fact finding to find out where that money comes from, the timeline with it, etc. After we got through everything, I realized this client had the potential to save about 10 to 12 of it in cash, put another 15 or so up in the CD while the rates are okay, and then take another $2,500 and start investing. The client's about 52 or 53 years old to my memory, and she is in a moderate financial position for retirement. She doesn't have any real significant retirement assets as far as a 401k or retirement plan. She's just starting that at her current job, but she does own a home. I'm guessing it could be on the path to be paid off by the time she retires in her late 60s, early 70s. And she also is banking on to some degree. Her mother is, obviously significantly older than her and has life insurance in place. So she has a few things kind of nodding in her direction. So my goal is just, look, let's get you started and investing now. 10, 15 years, you can hold out on that investment. It could be another little goose egg you can add to the pot and help stabilize yourself in retirement. Social Security could be promising for her, assuming that everything is the same at that time as she retires with Social Security. So anyway, I got paid $75 for actually getting that investment account opening, helping make a recommendation on the best stock or ETF or et cetera that she can pick that would fit. I helped her make that decision. We landed on one of my favorite recommendations is the SPY S&P 500 ETF. And then we picked a couple smaller stocks with the remaining cash she had left over because she was only able to get a fixed amount of shares. So I got paid $75 for that because we actually got that money moved and those stocks picked today. And then I had a good business client today. She was in an interesting field like tarot card reading, spiritual consultant, if you want to call it that. She called herself. Nonetheless, according to her, she's doing pretty well doing it and has gotten the benefit of doing it virtually by chance. Go figure. But she needed to set up a business account because things have been going well for her and she's been commingling her personal and business funds all this time. So she's making enough revenue now. She's like, look, let me get my ducks in order, get a separate business bank account, get a separate business savings. And she got a business credit card, which I did a great job doing a presentation, helping her narrow down on the card that would be the best fit for her. She got approved, $5,000 limit on a brand new LLC. And she had a business checking account that she is going to fund with a decent amount of money I would have normally gotten paid for. But because that money was in-house and she's moving it from her personal relationship to her business relationship, my financial institution sees that as a wash. They're not going to pay me on it. I would have earned $40 just on that account being funded. But I am going to get $75 from her activating that business credit card when she gets it. And then I'm going to also get another few dollars for activating her long-term planning. Sorry about that, y'all. Her long-term planning on her financial plan, essentially. So that's an online feature that I'm activating for her, or helped her activate and set up, that will help her track, budget, and plan for her long-term and short-term financial goals. So it's just kind of a quick activation online, a convenient little tool that's available on our platform that will allow her to be more strategic with her planning, and I'll get paid for helping her to set that up. So I'm going to have an $80 walk away and in earnings from that client by the time she activates the card when she receives it in a week or two. So we'll pretty much count that one in the bucket. Not too common for clients to not activate, their cards when they get them. It happens from time to time. But most of the time, especially business owners, they really need, access to the financial tools and resources. So I kind of count those with relative confidence. So that having been the case, you tally it up, we're looking at like $155 today in incentives, and it's been that kind of day all year since 2025 has started. This is me tallying for January 13th. So this is going to get released probably a few days, maybe even as far as a week from the actual day. There's a natural lag in the situation because I'm only able to put out so many videos at one time. But as I said, I promised at the beginning of the year, I'm going to keep y'all posted with pretty much my daily incentive earnings, whether I don't earn a penny or I earn hundreds or pay possibly even 1,000 in a day plus. I'm going to keep y'all posted on how that goes on a day-to-day basis to share more of my financial journey, my earnings journey. And then I happen to be a banker, so I'm able to give financial guidance, recommendation, and insight in the process of telling y'all these stories. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about these interactions, the commission I earned today, the potential that if I stay on track for this, even at $100 a day in commission, 20 working days in a month on average, throughout a calendar year, that's $36,000 in earnings. My company at that same rate will actually pay me 150% of attainment. I'm sorry, it's $24,000, and it's 36 when my company pays me 150% of attainment on a monthly basis, which will put me at another 50% on top of that 24 is where my 36 comes from. So excuse my math, but pretty solid, pretty solid. It's a bare minimum for me at this point in time. I'm really looking to grow within the company, and I'm also looking to grow my earnings for sure. Definitely looking to grow my earnings for sure. That's going to fill up my 401k pot, just overall contribute to my overall financial picture in a big way. So, and my salary is pretty respectable. It really is. So this incentive is really kind of just like that opportunity for me to really push ahead and cover some real ground financially. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about the commission earnings. Let me know what you think about a client, brand new LLC, $5,000 on the business credit card out of the gate. She had pretty good credit. Nothing spectacular in revenues. Again, the entity was brand new. I think she had like 70,000 and she had projected revenues, 50,000 in personal income. So nothing crazy. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about the investment client as well. Getting started with that 2,500. She's around 52 or 53. Plans on retiring between 67 and 70. Getting her invested now. Do you think she's going to reach maybe 100 plus thousand in that account if she holds it for that window of time? Comment down below and let me know what you think about the whole 9 yards. And as always, to my pioneers, welcome back. My new viewers, welcome in. I want each and every one of you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.